Johnny Kilbane, the featherweight champion of the world, wearing a colorful bathrobe and a big grin.
Johnny Kilbane fought in one of the toughest eras for featherweights. He won the title from Abe Attell, who was a tremendous fighter in his own right. Also fought among other great featherweights, Willie Jackson, Monty Atelli. But there's no question, Kilbane was one of the greatest feathers of all time.
Harry Meditail, out of Hilaga Ward, 1912. Agus we met Jamley in the Guish, then Johnny Kilbane and boxer. Gehackert.
You see the lights there, that's the stadium from the Cleveland Indians, but you come right down there and at the water level you're looking at Whiskey Island. And Whiskey Island was part of the Old Angle group, and it was also called the Ackle Patch. So many of the Irish that were there had come from Ackle Island that they call it the Ackle Patch. And my grandfather used to unload these big ore boats with the wheelbarrow and shovel, and they'd bring it down.
Low-lying area that we're in now, right by the river, was kind of marshy, and people tended to get, typhus and things like that. One of the reasons the Irish were able to stake out this area was because the early settlers didn't really want it. It was less desirable land and area.
When the Irish came to America, they weren't welcomed with open arms. As most immigrant groups coming to a new country, they get treated as second-class citizens. They have to work the hardest jobs for the short money and live in the poorest neighborhoods, the worst housing conditions. And so it's kind of up to them to try to raise themselves up and to achieve respectability.
This is just outside of Vermilion, Ohio, and this is an area where in the early 1920s Johnny built this facility that you see here. Obviously it's not much today. This was a boxing rink and a camp. You can see kind of the barracks area behind there to have boys come out for a recreation camp. And then of course he trained. He was still the champion in the early 20s, so he would train in this area with his sparring partners and then also look after the boys when they came.
The Irish achieved tremendous success both in sports and in politics. The Irish took great pride in a Gene Tunney and a Jim Braddock, etc. Johnny Kilbane, Mickey Walker, all these guys achieving great success and being great champions.
Kilbane wearing the black pump is on point.
I received a call about 5 or 6 years ago from Frank Stallone, who I correspond with once in a while. And he said he found this film of Kilbane and Attell. The fight was pretty good shape on video, and you could see the end of the fight, and the fighters walking to the corners, and the referee saying, "Mr. Champion, Johnny Kilbane." Of course, I sent the video back to Frank, and he sent it to the Kilbanes, and they were thrilled. And they're waiting for the rest of the film to be done also.
Johnny Kilbane definitely in the pantheon of world, not just featherweight champions, but right through the weight division, would definitely rank among one of the best fighters of all time. Kilbane was pretty amazing. 11 years as champion of the world, and so many defences.